Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody? How are the two people in chat? Shalima, good to see you. Betty Dan Boop, good to see you. We are here today. We're going to talk about drama, all the stuff going on in this community. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. I know that's what some people want, but that's not what we're doing. We're going to talk about these psychology facts that hey hippie sissy, I found in a it's a whole video of just these psychological facts. And of course, I'm very interested in psychology. And what I thought is we could take each one and discuss how that feels. You know, is that true for you? Do you feel that's true? Or do you think that that's kind of stretching it or a little odd? Or, yeah, that one really hits the nail on the head. Because, well, with psychology and with all the things in the mind, there's always going to be gray areas and everything's not black and white. Science is sometimes it is black and white, but sometimes it is a little bit because it's our minds and we don't really know everything there is to know about our brains and how we think. So the first one, let me get them up here because we're going to have a visual for y'all of just these, and then we'll go through the video here. I find psychology fascinating, and it's yeah. So the very first one, and I'll just read it when we get to it, and then we can talk about it. How's that? I don't know how much conversation we're going to have with just a few of y'all in chat. Hippie Sissy's driving, so she can't chat. But anyway, hopefully some more folks will come in and make this a better conversation. But even if they don't, we're going to keep going because that's why we're here. Anyway, some people have a natural alarm clock allowing them to wake up when they want. This is actually caused by natural stress hormone. Hey, Bones. Now, let me just say, for me, I've been waking up pretty much at the same time recently, and I will set my alarm and I'll wake up before my alarm. I don't have to set my alarm very often though, because I'm a morning person and waking up is not the problem. Getting up on time is not my problem. My problem is I have to go to bed really early because I wake up. And so I wake up about usually it's like 10 till 7, but this morning I woke up earlier. I went to bed. I got to sleep at 9:05 my time, which is amazing. And I woke up around 6 because I needed to go to the bathroom and I didn't want to get up. And I was all warm and cozy in my bed with my 2 dogs. So I probably could have got a little more sleep. But anyway, I wake up pretty much every morning within a 30-minute range. It's usually within about a 2-minute range. So, but have you ever tried to do that without an alarm? Have any of y'all ever needed to get up and then when you set your alarm, you wake up anyway? I'll wake up panicked that I didn't set my alarm. Oh no. Has my alarm gone off yet? And I'll wake up. How about y'all? Anybody? It's silent in the chat. Anybody have a thought on this one at all? I'm just waiting a second to see if anybody's going to chime in. Bones, you got a thought on this? All the hippie sissy, don't text while you're driving. You wake up at 5:30 a.m. Wow. 3 a.m. every morning, Salmonella. Have you ever set an alarm though? And I guess you don't need to set an alarm when you get up at 3 a.m. That's weird. No, I mean, if I wake up during the night, it's usually around 4 and then I go back to sleep. But if I have a lot of stress going on, or I've got something on my mind, then I have problems going back to sleep. But as far as like when I wake up to get up, it's usually like at 10 till 7. And I think that's around sunrise right now. You're at the dump. What you dumping, girl? You dumping all your, evidence? I got to dump the evidence. On and off. Sometimes I wake up anyway. Yeah, Bones. I mean, part of sleep problems are awaking, and some people have trouble falling asleep. If you have an early start, you don't sleep well. You mean if you know you got to get up? Uh, Salma wakes up at 3. Hippie Sissy's at the dump, dumping all the evidence. No alarm. It's the bewitching hour. If you have an early, yeah. So let's move on because these don't take a lot of conversation. Mostly, I just want to see your thoughts on that. I'm waiting on it to get to the next part. "89% of people who do chores while listening to music report that the tasks are easier," a study shows. I will totally agree with that one. I'm in Mountain now, no trash pickup. Oh. YH for an appointment or something. Don't forget the luminol. Yeah, don't forget the luminol. 89% of people who do chores while listening to music report that the tasks are easier. I have totally found that having music on when I'm listening, like doing my yard, I'll be out there dancing around. Not a decent dancer even, but I'll dance around and well, anything that I do, if I have music on, it makes it more fun because I like fun music. You can't do it quiet, Bones? I don't really need to study to show me that, though. But some people like total silence, and I think it depends on the chore because I can't do certain things like, well, and some people might call it a chore to make a video or, do the things that I do on a daily basis for this channel. But I will be trying to listen to something and I'll have to pause it because sometimes I'm listening to somebody and I want to hear what they're saying. But when you're doing something that you need your, mind fine tuned, I find it very distracting. And when you do that, you can't do it 100% good over here if your part of your mind is somewhere else. Or like studying. Some people study better with music. I find it that it distracts me. So maybe if I had the right music to listen to while I studied, I don't have to study much anymore. But a few years ago, I was studying for a very difficult personal trainer exam, and I didn't listen to anything. I wasn't on YouTube then. That made it easier not to be distracted by this. But yeah, so that's how I find a lot of music helps me in a million different ways, not just doing chores, but my mood. And really, I think we had a quote the other day: if you listen to music, it changes your, improves your mood. So that's that one. Yeah, I think so. I don't need to study though, like I said. Let me get this next one up here. Now, this is very interesting to me because when I saw this, I was thinking, really? The average person has at least 3 dark secrets in which they will never share with anyone. I've tried to think of 3 things that I have never shared with anyone. And I really don't. I don't know because I believe in not keeping secrets. Because I think because my family always kept everything's a secret. Salmonella, you listen to music 1 hour before bed? Music while studying? Yes, I can't sleep without background. Oh, I can't sleep with music on. I don't have any secrets that I can think of. I mean, there was one secret that I had about another family member that I wasn't supposed to share, and I even shared that. I mean, if you tell me something that's um very serious matter, like very serious, and you say, "Well, you can't tell anybody." Well, I'm sure when you were told not to tell anybody either, right? Your sis knows every secret. Yeah, I mean, I've done things I've shared on here. I mean, I've shared on here things that I've done. Um, I mean, if I shared it on here to people I don't even know in person, and I've been to therapy, so anything that is, um, you know, bad looking for me, and I've told y'all stuff that looks bad on me. Betty Dan Boop, your sister knows everything. So I don't, I'm not the secret keeper. And that really bothers my family though, because they want everything to just be like, well, that happened and we're not going to talk about it ever and don't even bring it up. And so I rebelled against that. I don't like the secretive stuff. And there's that saying that you're only as sick as your secrets, right? Everybody's heard that, right? I mean, I heard that in 12-step programs, a 12-step program, but you're only as sick as your secrets. And if you keep a secret, it could eat away at you and it could cause you a lot of problems. Like, say, if you are, um, if you're a gay person, just thinking about somebody on YouTube who seems to struggle a lot with issues, with dating and stuff. And it's believed by many that that person is, or it's said that that person is gay. Well, as long as you don't, as long as you're not who you are, I mean, you don't have to tell anybody, but as long as you're trying to cover it up and hide, and there's a lot of people who are gay, and I'm just using that as an example. There's a lot of secrets people keep, but there are people who don't live anymore because of that. They self-harm, and it's one of those things that you hear about it, or well, if I tell anybody, then that's no. Actually, if you tell people, if you actually admit it to yourself, that's your first step. And then if you just live your life and be who you are, it could save your life, right? Who has a dark, if you have let's just say you have one secret that nobody knows, put a 1 in the chat. Anybody? There's only like 4 y'all in here in chat. Anybody have a secret that you don't share with anyone? Because I don't. I like, but it's an average, right? The average person. So some people may have 100 and some people may have 0 or 1 or 2. No, Salmonella doesn't have any secrets. I have a secret that Rosie doesn't know about. She's over there trying to get in here. Oh, you're too transparent, hippie chick? So none of y'all do. Okay. So we're all in the low or below the average. Hey, we're below average, y'all. We're all below average. Did you know that? Not in a bad way. Just saying. I have ways when I'm above average and ways that I'm way below average. Loserville. But that's okay. I admit it, I admit it. I do, but it's personal, so that's why I don't share everything. It's personal. Well, I mean, I can think of some things that maybe they're not stuff that I've done. Maybe they're more like I don't know. I'm just going to move on. Walking through a doorway causes memory lapses, which is why we walk into another room, only to forget why we did. What? I have never heard that it's the doorway that causes memory lapses. I don't even believe this. Is that some supernatural thing that when a doorway has some kind of power to make you forget because I always forget I'm going to go in there and make me some iced tea. And I go in there and I see something else that needs to be done. And I do that. And then I go sit back down and I'm like, I need to get some iced tea. Why did I forget that? Yes. Do you think, yeah, do y'all think that it's the doorway that does it? I mean, whoever made this video, I'm not, I'm not dissing them. I'm using their psychological facts, but I don't know why the doorway would do it. Here, let me look this up. And guess what? My keyboard's fixed. No more tap tap. A doorway make you forget. Here we go. Here's the truth. This Radvansky person says that the subject forgot more after walking through a doorway compared to moving the same distance across a room, suggesting that the doorway or event boundary impedes one's ability to retrieve thoughts or decisions made in a different room. I'm thinking it's the different room and not really the doorway, though. But there's a thing called the doorway effect. The doorway effect occurs when our attention moves between levels and it reflects the reliance of our memories. Even memories for what we were about to do on the environment or on the environment we're in. That is so weird. How can doorways affect our memory? Is a known psychological event where a person's short-term memory declines when passing through a doorway, moving from one location to another, when it would not if they had remained in the same place. That is weird psychology. Yeah, me too, Betty Damboot. Maybe it's our age. What do you think? Prevagen? What is that? Prevagen. Is this a commercial? Prevagen. Prevagen. Prevagen, best memory supplement. Does Prevagen really work? A doctor or another medical professional is best able to help you find the information and care you need. It's over-the-counter brain health supplement. For aging, memory loss from aging. It contains a word I can't pronounce, a calcium binding protein found in jellyfish. There's limited clinical research to validate claims. Oh, and there are concerns about if the body can properly. Now, let me just preface this by saying, I'm glad that works for you, Salma. I'm not recommending any supplements here because we always need to do our research on supplements because a supplement can interfere with other medications. So if you're on medications, you really need to do your research or talk to your doctor. Your doctor's always probably going to tell you, no, don't take that. But you can do research online and make sure that that doesn't interact with say, if you're on an antidepressant, you don't want to take, there's certain supplements that you don't want to take that will cause your antidepressant to not work. So just, but I'm glad Salma's got something that works. I'm just not doing a commercial for them. I just looked it up. Hospital issues. Yeah. And improve memory. You take it daily. Wow. That's cool. Well, I'm just saying I can't recommend anything because I'm not, a doctor and I don't want to be giving out false. I don't want to be recommending something to somebody who it could actually be harmful for. But yeah, do your research. That's a good, I'll certainly go look at that. So I'm on my, when I'm not on here and see if it will work for me. But please, y'all do your research before doing that, before taking anything. I'm not saying that I always do, but I've just, just depression's just scary as AF, and I don't want to, I don't want to be depressed. I mean, I'm probably always a little bit depressed, but I don't want to plunge off into the abyss anytime soon. I'm liking being in a little bit of a remission here with the whole mind thing. Respect people who find time for you in their busy schedule, but love the people who never look at their schedule when you need them. Do y'all have anybody in your life like that? Like if you know you're going to be there no matter what. I mean, that's a good way to be. And do you I mean, do you do people that way, or do you have people who do you that way where you are always there for them? You do, Betty Dan Boop? But love the people who never look at their schedule when you need them. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of people who would do that. But you know, it depends. Like, I'm really not that busy. Family is everything, Betty. My family is everything. My family is those two little dogs over there staring at me. I love them though. Respect people who find time for you in their busy schedule. You know, I mean, I have a friend who we were going to get together for months, and I mean, she's just terribly busy, and we finally did meet up for lunch. But I just like adore her, you know, and she's got like a million things going on. And when she found a spot for me, you know, I took it. Did I think to myself, she just doesn't have time for me? Yeah, a few times I did, because I'm, you know, I'm kind of the Eeyore when it comes to mental health sometimes. But we finally met up and had lunch, and you know, we meet up when she can. That's kind of how it is, and that's okay. I'm over here with pretty much a free schedule. I mean, I get my hair cut about every 6 to 8 weeks. I had some doctor's appointments recently, so that kind of, you know, I mean, just like I don't have to go to work and I don't have kids. Hippie Sissy is at kids' job waiting, got 7 minutes. Okay, talk it up, Hippie. 2 people are there for me. I reciprocate. That's good, Salmonella. I am the person. Nobody does it for me, though, and that's why I'm that person. That's good, Hippie Sissy. Yeah, I don't have a lot of constant people in my life, so yeah, that will come. It everything you do comes back. I believe. I do believe in that. I believe that um I'm still believing that eventually I'm going to uh build the live stream portion of my channel up. I'm just going to keep doing it. And if it stays at 12 people live, that's okay. We're going to keep doing it, right? Because I enjoy this, and it's part of my channel, and I just, you know, but at the same time, it is disheartening for me. But I so appreciate you guys who are here. Um, I know that there are people who I'm sure make fun of me because I mean, I have 12,000 subscribers and I have 12 people in chat. And you guys, I mean, I'm not putting you down. It's just the numbers, you know, and people make fun of you for that, but that's okay. Yeah, I believe. May I add about the door causing memory loss? My thoughts is just change the location. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think it's the door. I think you go into another room and you start, like I said, for me, I see something else that needs to be done. It's not that I walk in there and go, it's I go in there and I do something else. That's what I think. But yeah, that's I don't think that was a psychology fact, but anyway, we're going to go to the next one. Got to get it there. Crying is how your body speaks when your mouth can't explain the pain you feel. That's a good way to look at crying. Selma, it's your birthday? Wow, happy birthday. Selma's been with me since the very beginning, and thank you for that, Selma. And Many, many, many happy. What are you going to do to celebrate today? What are you going to do? Tell me, tell me. I'm not going to sing because then everybody's going to leave. I mean, I want to keep the dozen or so of you in here who are here. I don't want everybody to run out at once. So I'm not going to sing. But yes, thanks for sharing that. I'm so glad it's your birthday. I have to say, didn't Suzanne Summers just pass away on her birthday? And my friend who I was telling y'all about, now I'm sorry, that's a bad time to bring that up. I know that's a bad time to bring that up, but my friend whose funeral is tomorrow also passed away on his birthday. I just think that's so weird. I do. I think that's so weird. Movie, Petty, out the ear. Are you gonna, what movie? It is a perfect definition of tears. I think it is too. Obituary birthday. I know. Oh, you're going to eat. Oh, eat. Eat. What did she say? Movie, eat, out the eat. Oh, out to eat. What movie though? I've never even had a Manny or a Petty myself. Just haven't. I mean, I bite at my nails. I don't like my nails long anyway, and I can't stand them when they get very long. Obituary birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Everybody wish Salma a happy birthday. You're older than me, Salma. Yes, I think that crying just clears out things that, a really good cry, they just really do a lot. They did, Selma? Oh, wow. Now I'm going to feel like a real bad person if something were to happen to you today, Salma, but I know you're healthy and strong and nothing's going to happen. It's not going to happen. But that makes me sad that, because I think Suzanne Summers, I know that she did a live stream or maybe they recorded it, I'm not sure. The day before, her husband was giving her an early birthday present, and they did not know that she was about to pass. Now, yeah, she was very, very ill with cancer, and her time was limited, but it was still sudden in the fact that they didn't know that she was about to go right then. I mean, she was talking on camera, and you could tell she didn't feel great, but she looked good. And, I never would have dreamed that had I seen that the day before, I never would have dreamed that she would be gone the next day. It was just weird. Are you going to go see the Barbie movie? Oh, wait, that's not on anymore. How about the Eras Tour movie? How about that one? I guess she's not going to tell us what movie. Okay, well, be safe, hippie sissy. Thanks for coming in. Your son was born on your dad's birthday. It kind of scares me. Oh, wow, Salma. That is weird. Okay, so let's get to this next one. Always remember, God will never take anything away from you without the intention of replacing it with something much better. Thoughts? Well, see, I don't believe that. I just don't believe that God is in every I mean, I'm not saying, I don't think that it's that intricate. It's just unbelievable to me, but maybe because it's just so unbelievable. Like, God knows every hair on my head and the things like that is beyond understanding for me. So maybe it's just that I can't really understand it, that there's this being who is so amazing that I'm not saying there's not a God. I'm not saying there's no God. It's just that there could be some being that knows every second of every person's day. Um, so I have a hard time with that. Now, don't go hard at me because I don't believe maybe what you believe or anything. I'm more skeptical of some of the things that you question it too, Betty Dam. Boop. I mean, my dog, I had to take my dog and put her down, but, I mean, I don't believe that God took her from me. I believe that it was her time and we only live so long, dogs only live so long. So I have problems with something that's so just like it's just hard to understand. It's hard for me to understand that on the other side there's no end to the universe. There's this if there's a beginning, what was here before? There's nothing. I mean, if it's just empty space before, okay, but that's still something. Space is still something. You can't imagine nothing, right? Bones, are you behind? Are you behind? Happy birthday to you. Oh, I said I wouldn't sing. So I don't, and see, where is that a psychological fact? Like, I don't, people who keep their hands in their pockets while around large crowds are generally antisocial or shy. It also could be that they have social anxiety disorder or they feel awkward in public and they don't know what to do. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but they say generally. So, yeah, I tend to like to keep my hands. I'm not either, Bones. I try to keep my hands in my pockets. I try to wear pants that have pockets or, you know, well, I don't really wear dresses. So I don't know. I keep my hands in my pockets and I'm not antisocial. I'm not really shy. I'm just not a people person. Like I am more quiet and reserved. Unless I'm in a small group setting with, 10 people or less. 10 people or less, just like right now. There's 10 of y'all, and I just feel fine. I'm able to talk to everybody and I'm not feeling nervous. You don't believe that? Well, I think they're saying generally. So, um, I don't know. Do you ever see anybody who's gregarious, really outgoing and everything? You don't see them. They're bouncing around and they don't have time to put their hands in their pockets. Only when it's cool. Yeah, when you got to have gloves on. Ooh, we got down in the 50s last night or 40s. I can't remember. It's 63 now. Yeah, that's kind of boring to me. I don't know. Let's get to the next one. According to studies, people often change their behavior by positive comments rather than hearing it is bad. I believe that. I believe that if you are positive with someone, you can help them to change for the better. But if you tell somebody they're just crappy people, people often rebel against that. I do agree with this one. People often change their behavior by positive comments rather than, like, I'm so proud of you for getting sober or something like that, rather than somebody over here, you need to quit drinking. You're nasty boo. Bones was behind. Yeah. People often change their behavior by positive comments. Let's try to think of an example around that. I'm trying to think of somebody on YouTube that we all know who they are. Or your children. Have you ever had to discipline your children and they change their behavior? They go on YouTube and lose their minds. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on always on YouTube. And I saw last night where two band creators were going at it. I haven't watched the videos, either one of them. There was a clip out this morning of one band creator was streaming the other band creator, and they were talking back and forth with each other. I'm like, what? It's weird. People often change their behavior by positive comments. I'm trying to think of a positive something that helped me. Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily behavior, but I had somebody who encouraged me to go back to college when I was 35. It's like 35. And you're smart enough, you can do it. And I was like, no, I don't think I'm smart enough. Yeah, you are. You can do this. Killers of the Flower Moon, Salmonella. Interesting. But that wasn't it was a behavior. I was living a life where I wasn't going to get anywhere. It didn't get me very far, but it still got me better in my mind, I guess. It helped me with my confidence and everything to have graduated from college. It might have got my foot in the door for a job. It was actually the writing part of my psychology degree that I actually used. Hey, Ginger, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. Yeah, but just if you go at somebody and tell them they're a piece of shit, they're going to react to that in a negative way. Oh, is everything okay, Ginger? Yeah, that's what I think. According to studies, people often change their behavior by positive comments rather than hearing it is bad. Yes. Next on the list, a relationship lasts longer when you don't tell people your business. I don't know why this guy that's on YouTube just popped into my. Oh, okay. But they're okay. Why this guy on that's true, Salma. Nobody can take that away. That's right. Not even the student loan people. Like if you tell everybody everything that's going on, or you say while you're live that you're currently getting a BJ, that's just nasty. And that's going to turn people away from you and make people talk bad about you, that kind of stuff. Yeah, everybody okay, Ginger? But it doesn't matter if it's like, if you're telling people your personal relationship stuff on YouTube, or you go to your work and you're talking about, well, he's, blah, 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 blah. It's just gonna have a negative effect. Yes, it is disgusting, Betty. Hey, Mel Mel. Well, that guy that used to go by Lycan, that's what he said. I don't know if he really was, but she just sick. She gonna be okay. Yeah, just talking about your personal business is going to not like your sexual relations is just like no, don't do that, and it's just going to end bad for you, and then you're going to have to cover up the breakup and the hide behind this or that instead of just saying, hey, this isn't working out. Yes, I know, Selma, I don't wanna know about it either. Literally, no one wants to know that. There's not a person in the world that wants to hear about that, except the person who said it. Mm. You're considering leaving YouTube, Ginger, or you're asking Bones? Did Bones say that? Bones, are you leaving YouTube? Pretending not to feel anger, sadness, or loneliness can literally destroy your mental health. Exactly. Exactly. You can't bury that crap and expect to feel good. Hey, toxicity. Who's leaving? Ginger, you're leaving YouTube? You can't do that. Toxicity just woke up. I'm just kidding. Pretending not to feel anger. Have you ever tried to hold stuff in and just pretend like you're fine and not talk to anybody? That's why therapy is so good. You can go to a therapist and you can tell them everything. Um, how's your beautiful people? Well, the beautiful people are probably doing well. I wouldn't know. Toxicity. Ginger, why are you wanting to leave YouTube? Just wait. Why? You can't leave YouTube. I'm a holder one or bottle up or laugh out loud. Look, I mean, seriously, this is a serious thing. If you hide your feelings and hold them inside, and um, it's like keeping a secret. It will destroy you. It will destroy you. And you guys know I'm an open book on here, and I have told y'all pretty much everything. So, uh, consider consider that you're all therapists in my book. uh, but yeah, don't hold in. Don't hold in. You clean stuff. Well, you come on over to my house and clean for me because I'm just not very good at that. One of these days, I keep thinking, one of these days, I'm going to be the person who's clean and tidy and neat. And it's Selma's birthday if you're just coming in. Don't bury your feelings. I promise you, that is, if I leave you with nothing else today, do not bury your feelings. It will eat you up. It will cause you to have an ulcer, or it will cause you to have an ulcer, or I don't know. Esophageal problems, or depression, anxiety. Because I remember when my dad got in trouble. Um, I do. I crack you up like an egg. When my dad got in trouble when I was in high school, and I couldn't hide it because it was there. Everybody knew about it. It was in the paper. But then I started a job at a different place where I had been. I don't think the people at work ever, none of the people at work knew because they didn't know me when it happened. And a lot of people probably didn't know it that I thought knew it, just because we knew it was in the paper. I mean, I saw it in the paper. It was horrible. And so I remember struggling with that. Like, I went to the person, the psychologist on campus when I was at the University of Central Arkansas. And in order to talk to to get help there, to get a psychologist to talk to me for like therapy kind of stuff, you had to go through a student. Of course, that makes sense. And I remember just sitting there and I wouldn't say it. Like, I didn't do anything. It was him that he stole stuff. It wasn't as bad as, it could have been. It could have been murder or something. But, I was just like, I wouldn't say it. I had been taught to keep everything secret, and I went in there and would not say for a whole hour. And then I went to him and wouldn't say it. It was forever for me to just say it, and it's harmful. It's very harmful to bury stuff. And Mel Mel says that she doesn't bury serious stuff. Oh, stupid stuff. Put it in the back of your brain. Doggies, what do y'all need from me right now? Do you need me? They can't talk. How am I supposed to know? They always need me. Yeah, make your dog some homemade food and see how much they need you. They want to eat all day. All day. Since I started making their food. According to studies, the deeper we love someone in a relationship, the stronger is our hatred for them when the relationship falls apart. Wow. Now, hate, like hatred, that's a pretty. Oh, therapy didn't work, but helping others did. Oh, really? She's hungry after chemo? Nightmare. Yeah, according to studies, the deeper we love. Wow. I find hatred to be a strong word there. If you really love somebody, the dog was the worst behaved. Sometimes dogs are the best behaved when there's kids around. I don't know. The deeper we love, the more stronger our hatred. I find it hard to hate somebody who I once loved. What do y'all think about that? I can see the stronger the pain or the anger of the break. I can see that, but I don't see the hate. Oh, really? Yeah, Selma, that I'm sure that'll really fit in my budget. How much is something like that? So my dogs can answer me. Trying to bash the doors to find food and climbing on stuff. Well, my dogs were like hungry the other day and they had just eaten. And so I just went in there and got some of their old dry dog food, which they weren't eating, won't eat, and filled their bowl up. They ended up eating it. Yeah, I don't hate people either, Ginger. I go to apathy, right? There's an app for doggy talk. Oh, I know what they want. Oh, toxicity, that's sweet. I just fixed up a nice gift basket for my best friend mom. Oh, yes, giving. Giving is an awesome thing. Yes. That's very nice of you, toxicity. You seem like a very kind person. Even on email. We know who wears the pants in your house. Yep. That's right. The deeper we love someone, wow, I just find hatred just a too strong a word right there. I'm just going to keep going here because that just seems kind of weird. The best person in your life is the first person who comes to your mind after reading this sentence. Who came to your mind? Is it somebody that you have close by or somebody you want to have close by? The best person in your life. Who is it? Tell me, tell me. I know, toxicity. I haven't been doing those questions, but you can go ahead and ask it now. It didn't seem like it was very popular, but I mean, I can get back to it. Go ahead and ask me now, toxicity. Oh, your son came to mind. Hippie sissy, that's good. Yeah, if you know somebody who's going through cancer or something, you can also be the person who drives them to their doctor, chemo or whatever, and give the person who's usually doing that a break. That's a one way you could help everybody. I don't know. I just had that thought. Yeah, the word dislike. Yeah. Oh, and you first thought about your children and grandchildren. My son said Bill Clinton. Well, I mean, remember when that person was calling me Ted Danson a while back, about a year ago? Well, he was in town this past weekend, and I knew he and Mary were in town. I should have gone to they were here for this his it's a documentary film festival they do every year. And every night when they get through watching all these films, they go to there's a different location where they go for the after party. And so I saw some pictures of them at this after party and I was like, why didn't I go to that? Because I don't go out at night. But I could have gone and I could have taken my picture with Ted. And then I would say, see, I'm not Ted Danson. My son, I was sure it would have been my daughter, Ginger. You're late, so done with it, but better late than never. Okay, question, change of subject for a minute. So would you open to joint dating apps? The reason I ask is because I've been married over 20 years and they really weren't around. And my bestie and I got into this whole dating online. Are you saying, what's a joint dating app? Dating online. Well, I don't know. Like when I was dating online, there were like a handful of women. I'll just go ahead and put that out there who were on there, and every one of them was crazy. No, I don't know. It just seemed that way. And I didn't do that very long. Anybody that's younger that does dating apps, I'm not really sure what you're saying though. The reason I ask is because I've been married and Bestie and I got on this whole dating online. Are you just saying to online date or not? I think online dating's fine, but I think that if you like meet somebody, you need to definitely meet in public and don't order 4 orders of oysters when you go out with them. If you caught my live yesterday. I'm gonna see what everybody's talking about. That sort of stuff makes people feel good. The world, yes. I can't answer your question as fast. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna slow down a little. I'm skipping too fast. That's so sweet. I forget that y'all are behind me. Hey, Shalima, you're still here? No, your sweet talks. Yeah, it is very sweet. Mel, yes. Exactly. There is not a damn thing wrong with being single. Now, when I can't open a jar, I'm like, here's what I think I'm going to do about opening jars. I think I'm going to order some different jar openers. And then, like different, totally different. And then whichever one works is what I'm going to like. Maybe they'll sign me up to advertise for them because I have a hard time opening jars. Newly single and hiding from all men and women. Good idea. You meant joining. Okay, yeah, toxicity. Yeah, I'm all for it. Do it. But please, when you tell your friend if she's going to go date to, and don't eat 4 orders of oysters. Yeah, puff, puff, pass. People I know are scary enough. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I had this meetup one time. We were going to meet at Chili's. And look, I know Natasha accused me of being attracted to, I'm not sure the word she used, but, obese women because I talked about her. I didn't talk about her being fat. I just talked about her. But I'm not. I'm not attracted to heavy people. I'm just not. It's fine if you are. It's just not, that's not my attraction. And this woman didn't look that way. She looked like, her face, and she showed up, and I'm just like, that's just a big lie. You just lied to me. And no, we didn't. I don't think we even sat down together. Then do a review. You open all the jars. See, I don't even need a man to open jars for me. Yes, yes, yes. See, if it's small enough, sometimes I can do it because, like, my hands are very small. I know that means I have a small, wait, I don't even have one. Anyway, my hands are small, but bang it on a bench. I'm always afraid I'm going to break the jar, and then I'm not going to have what's in it. And if it's small enough, I have my wrench that it's adjustable, and I put that on there, and it opens it right up. Yes, and I do. Sometimes my hands just ache. I don't have it. When you get these knobby things, that's just like a calcium buildup or something. But you lose strength as you age, people. You lose strength, and it's hard to have grip strength. You're from True Crime and you know too much. You need one of those rubber jar openers. I have 2 of those. I use one on the bottom and one on the top, and I still can't open some jars. Yeah, dating online, toxicity. I mean, you should go with your friend. Like, go with them. Being a widow sucks. My hubby did everything. Yard, house. Oh, so done with it. I'm so sorry, because that is a big deal. You went from that to not having anybody. Me, I'm Miss Independent because I had to be independent. I've had to be. And so I'm more the mindset I don't want to ask anybody. I have thought about walking across my driveway to my neighbor's porch and saying, "Can you help me?" But he's not even home that much. Going on a diet. I got catfished. I sure did. That might have been the last time I ever did that dating site toxicity, because I mean, yeah, it was just like too much. Hey, Flame, good to see you. It's a small things day. What does that mean? Well, if it's broken, it's still open. Not if you got glass shards all in your food. I think the wrench. Every time I do that, I'm like, didn't I use this wrench? What did I use this wrench to put the toilet parts in? It didn't get in the dirty toilet, but I did. Hot water on lid works. Yeah, that's true. That'll work. Is it blue? Is what blue? You lightly tap it on the counter. Yeah, I've done that. That works sometimes. I did that one time recently too, Flame. I put the knife under there. I've done all these things, and I heard rubber bands work, but I don't have a house. You need more than one, and I don't have a bunch. My anemia has taken my strength. Wow. Yeah, I've been known to be anemic too. Maybe when I was a little thinner. So done with it. You have a good man. Yeah, that's sad when you've got somebody who, I'm being picky. Yeah, no. No, Mel Mel. No. First of all, Mel Mel lied to me, and that's it. So this person lied. That's a lie. You mistook. And also, I was very fit at that time. It's been years ago. Little glass cleans the guts. No, don't eat glass. Just throw it at a wall. No, I meant about the glass shards. Yeah, so we've completely gone away from that. But I do think the person you care about a lot, that you look up to the most, is who comes to mind first. According to research, people who write down their goals are more likely to achieve them than those who don't. Oh, yes. I used to actually kind of teach that a year or so ago, a couple years ago. Um, Writing a goal down, there's something about that's why we did the gratitude journal too. There's something about the act of actually writing with a pen and paper. I know some young people don't know about that, but writing things with a pen and paper, there's something that goes in. It's a truth that I don't know all the details of, but yeah, the writing down goals, writing down happy thoughts, gratitude even helps to write it down. That's a truth. Could always do what they do in our artificial robot. Don't buy jars. Well, even some of the plastic I can't get off. What you do if the person you're with is slim but gains, well, yeah, that happens too. The dog talk pad is 35 or one button is $5. Oh, I'm off to bed, so no more. Oh, Mel, good. I mean, sorry that you're leaving. I didn't mean good. It was good to have you here today. Thank you for coming in. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Yeah, who doesn't know that writing down a goal is supposed to be best? I know that's a truth that's been passed around all the time. According to studies, people are more attracted to their potential partner who displays kindness towards other people. Yep, I guess toxicity is going to be my new partner because she showed kindness today. And you're all showing kindness by being in my chat. I love you for that. I don't plan to date. Yes. They become Dahmer and want to eat your liver. Well, I mean, there comes a time when you've got to rely on your own instincts there. So done with it. I think you'd be better off to meet somebody. Really, here's the thing. There's a lot of ways to meet people, and online is kind of how it is now, but if you go to church, go to a church with a lot of people your age who are single. If you don't go to church, do yoga, go somewhere where there are people your age that you can interact with and potentially meet, or go out with friends and you can meet people like that. I didn't have any luck with online dating. Like I said, the pickings were slim and it just didn't work out. Hey, Detective Turtle Gum, how's it going? Haven't seen you around. Hippie Cece was just thinking about you. Done with it. Tell them you have cirrhosis of the liver and hand them hot sauce. Next question or next fact. Yeah, kindness towards other people is a good person. According to studies, on average, people fall in love 7 times before they actually meet the right partner. I've not been in love 7 times, so I couldn't tell you about that. Oh, you haven't been around? Yeah, and I'm not going into chats much anymore, Turtle Gum, so I'm not seeing a lot of people either. And some people I don't watch chat because I just don't. I'm 53. The single men at my church are 80 or older. Yeah, so done with it. Well, I mean, if you really love your church, then you don't want to leave that church, but you could get involved with, I mean, it was just a thing. There's other ways to meet people besides online. It is a really scary way to date, I think. But yeah, you can learn how to cut your grass. 7 times. Who's been in love 7 times? More than 7 times? Anybody in here? Put a 1 if you've ever been in love 7 times, and I'm going to wait because I know that there's a delay between here. Let me see where you all are with the live. You all are pretty much caught up with me. Nope. Flame's been in love 7 times or more. Turtle Gum has too. Wow. I just know I've not been in love. I've been in lust a few times. I'm trying to think of who I was in love with. Maybe once. You're on fire, Flame. Flamin'. Shalima says no. No way. I have not been in love 7 times. So I'm below average again. So tired of being below average. Well, Grammarly says I'm above average most of the time in a lot of categories. So Grammarly, according to psychology, people with socially awkward personalities tend to be more loyal to their friends and faithful to their relationships. Well, I'm socially awkward, so give me credit as being a loyal friend. Oh, you have a clip of Turtle Gum? Two times. 2 times? Ginger? Socially awkward personalities. Bone says no. Boy, I sure thought I was in love a few times, though, when I got hurt afterwards. We're going to go ahead and go a little bit faster through these. I try to keep these lives around an hour, but we're running over, so. Tearing up a mic. Oh. According to a study, men who smile excessively are less attractive to potential partners. Wow. You people who have been in love 7 times, females or gay men who are here, I don't know if there's any of those, but do you find smiling excessively? I mean, if it's a fake smile, I could see it, but I'm also just picturing this really handsome guy who's just smiling, and I'm thinking, well, that would be attractive if you were attracted to men like that. Wow. What do y'all think? 41 and have had only 1 husband and 1 boyfriend. Toxicity. Overly smiling is fake. That's right, Flame. But they're not saying, well, excessively kind of means overdoing it, I guess. Like, people can be really happy and cheerful and at the flip side be wanting to self-harm or even do it, because sometimes people hide, you know of comedians who have passed away. I'm thinking about what's the guy, the guy that Ellen's DJ guy that passed away in the hotel room. He seemed really, really, really happy. My love rarely smiles, but when he does, oh. Yeah, if someone doesn't get angry and is happy too much, run. Yes, Flame. And creepy. Yes, toxicity. My love rarely smiles. Oh, Salma. And he's taking you out for your birthday, I'm assuming. Less attractive to potential partners. I don't know about all that. I guess if it's excessive means too much. Not getting enough sleep and being hungry are the 2 biggest reasons for being angry. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that one at all. You can be hangry, and you know me, and I'm always talking about sleep. In fact, yesterday, somebody got a video or one of my shorts presented to them on YouTube, and they thought I was up at 4 a.m. And I'm like, no. I had posted this video 4 days ago, but I'm glad YouTube shared it with you. So, was that you, hippie sissy? I'm thinking it was somebody else, though. I'm like, no, I'm not awake. Nope. You just got shown one of my shorts that I put up 4 days ago. Now 5. Not getting enough sleep. Boy, I've been getting my sleep though, and it sure does make a whole bunch of difference in my life. So much difference. It's amazing. Trying to decide if I'm going fishing today or not. This afternoon. According to psychology, when a man is dealing with 2 women, he will always stay with the woman who has a weaker mind. Oh, it was you. And then I just had the flash. Was it so done with it? Yes. And I'm like, no, I wasn't up at 4. Yep, it was you. Hey, does anybody have experience with this? That a man's going to pick what is a weaker mind? That means she's not a strong person? Man, he will always stay with a woman who has a weaker mind. It showed it at 3 a.m. Wow. Hippie sissies like me, I go to bed early. Now, I was in lights out last night, a little before 9, I guess, because my watch showed that I went to sleep at 9:05. They want to be in control. Yes. Anybody have any experience with this? Besides me, I'm trying to pause here because y'all are behind for a little bit. All right. Yeah, I would say that, yeah, they do. They want to control. Not getting enough nookie can make you angry. Yeah, maybe. That's a funny one, though. That never happened to me. No, not like I have to eat. If I get hungry, literally, if I'm hungry, not just wanting to eat, but if I'm hungry, like I have to eat. And I've had many a time when I got, uh, yes, my hubby and the mistress across the street. And she's a weaker mind. I guess that was all of them. All right, then. There's my Rosie. I didn't even realize I'd kept my cam off so long. Y'all didn't get to see my ugly mug on here as much. Now, buffets are always good. She liked to crap when she figured out everything he had was mine. I won. Did you? So he left you for the person across the street? Okay, guys. Well, we are going to leave it with that. It's been an interesting conversation today. I enjoy talking with you guys, and I hope that you are. Let's see if I can be kind to you back here. Be kind to you. Be kind to you. And be kind to your hedgehog. And be kind to your skeleton and your other hedgehog. Be kind to be the bird. Be kind and be the bird. Yes, be the bird. Be the bird, not the turtle. Anyway, it was great to chat with you guys, and we will be back tomorrow unless I decide to go to a funeral, which I don't know what time it's going to be. I don't know what time it is. Go fishing. Yeah, I'm going to see. Yesterday it was too windy, so I didn't go. Having to wrangle us goofballs. No, I love it. I love y'all being here, and I love interacting with you guys and being, we're over here and we're not being mean to anybody. And it's good to see that there are people who enjoy topics other than going at other creators and other stuff, which, I mean, there are days I want to do that, right? I want to, but is anybody interested in me going? Is anybody interested in um, watching Jada Smith, which I can't stand her, and that's why I'm asking Jada Smith, these interviews she's been doing, and just doing one, and talking about it tomorrow. If you're interested, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not, put a 2. Votes win. Votes win, 1 or 2. Yes to Jada Smith dragging, or no to Jada Smith dragging. 2. 1. Right now we're tied. 2. Oh, Shalima's 1 and 2. Shalima changed to 2. Yeah, I didn't know if anybody would be interested. I thought about doing it today, but there's also the thing of getting, struck for showing anything. So that's it. Nobody else is going to vote. Her roundtables. No, she's been going around doing these interviews about her new book and how she's not been with Will for 16 years or some bullshit. I don't know. So there's 2 votes for no and 1 vote for sure. Anybody else going to vote? Nobody else is going to vote? Then we're going to say no to that. All right, guys. Well, yeah, but they, maybe so, but they're just now saying that after all this time. And she was surprised when he said after the slap that she didn't know happened, even though you can hear it. I made a short about that because you can literally hear it. She didn't know he got slapped, and she's on the front row. True stuff, psychic stuff. Oh, yeah, the question is, do you want me to drag Jada Smith or not? 1 yes, 2 no. And that would be like tomorrow or the next day or something. Usually keep kink private. Yeah, I know. She is an oddball. Okay, we're not going to do it. I'll find something. I'll find somebody one of these days that I can drag because it's fun sometimes. But I'm not going to drag people in Krama because it's useless. All right, guys. Well, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself, and I will see